Wait, though. So you're telling me that Americans are just finding out about black Italians? It's our time to shine. Hopefully our content can start going to the American continent because we are struggling. Per fare 1 milione di visualizzazioni devo sputare un pormone per quante volte riprovo a fare video. 1 milione. Giusto per fare anche 100.000 visualizzazioni.
Hi guys, jumping on this train too. I wasn't going to, but after this comment, I'm really curious to know where people think my accent is from. I lived in Scotland for 9 years, but before then I was in Italy, basically my whole life. So I think my accent is quite all over the place. And some people say I have an Italian accent. Some people say they can hear Scottish. But yeah, I just want to know, if you didn't know I lived in Scotland and you heard my accent, where would you say my accent is from?
Wait, though. So you're telling me that Americans are just finding out about black Italians? It's our time to shine. Hopefully our content can start going to the American continent because we are struggling. Per fare 1 milione di visualizzazioni devo sputare un pormone per quante volte riprovo a fare video. 1 milione. Giusto per fare anche 100.000 visualizzazioni. Sofa. It's our time to shine.
I don't know what he was saying, but goddamn, can you keep talking? I can listen to that shit all day. Oh my goodness. Oh, so delicious. I'm having too much fun. I've been stuck on Black Italian TikTok for like an hour and a half now. That accent though. Oh my goodness. Hey cousin.
What's it like living in Australia for a black guy that's lived in America and England? So I think I got a good viewpoint on this, so I can give it an honest opinion. Let's jump into it. If you're easily offended, just please keep scrolling. I don't want none of those racist, negative people up in my comments, man. Relax. First thing I noticed that in Australia, all the different ethnicities, they really don't integrate. You know what I'm saying? Lebos might stay with the Lebos, Africans stay with the Africans, Aussies stay with the Aussies, and that's how you lot keep it. You know what I'm saying? In England, I feel like everyone's just integrated. You know what I'm saying? My best friend might be like a Polish guy from down the road. This guy in England, this guy's best friend might be an African and he's never been to Africa. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really feel like in Australia, you get that kind of vibe. Also, I don't see enough interracial couples. Now, why do I say that? Because there's not any mixed race people in Australia. There's like 2 or 3 mixed race people in Australia. That's how I know nobody is integrated. Otherwise, there'll be 20,000 mixed race people out here.
Hello guys, welcome back to this channel, welcome back to this very episode. And again, the diaspora unity is actually broadening. Now it is black Italians and black Australians. And actually, the black Italians are super happy and actually want to be included. They are saying they don't want to be forgotten. It is their time also to shine, to be discovered by the black Americans, by the rest of diaspora black people. And it feels super nice to see that this thing that started with black Americans and black Scottish, it's not leaving anyone out. It's actually it have actually started to be inclusive. Also, the black Australians are here and they are actually sharing super nice experience in Australia. And if you and I feel that this is the significant part, to actually know what is happening from a particular country and you're being told by your fellow black person, so you can actually know in prior the experience of a black person. You can actually know what to expect, especially in matters like racism. And the black Australians and black Americans who have gone there in prior, they're actually giving a super nice insight. And from the whole research that I've done is that Australia, there is no much aggressive racism, and whatever they are having is not coming out like a racism. It's like a kind of stereotype. Maybe somebody does not want to associate with you because he have had this and this prejudices, but I think that they are fine. Another thing that they're actually sharing is that in Australia, there is particular three main groups. There is Asian Australian, and there is Black Australian, and then there is White Australian. What they are saying is that those groups actually associate more with themselves. You will not find much of integration. There is no group that is being disadvantaged or rather being oppressed just because of their race. But we cannot deny that, we cannot say completely that there is no racism. But that one, I have compiled video for you. But let me insist that it's actually a nice experience that the Black diaspora are actually learning and unlearning from their fellow Black people in various countries. We have got Black Russian, Black Irish, Black Scottish, Black Americans, and now we have Black Italians and Black Australian. I hope that this movement will actually encompass all Black people in the world, and this will actually and this would be actually a very big achievement, and kudos to the status of this trend, the Black Americans and the Black Scottish, and kudos to those who are responding super nice, who are showing love, who are actually sharing one or two information that it's helpful and can change someone, and that is all we want.
I low-key have been dreading answering this question on here because although yes, I am Black and living in Australia, I feel like my experiences with racism will be completely different to a Black or Indigenous person that's been born here or raised here from a really young age. Like, my experience will not be the same as theirs. I did think at the start, like coming to Australia, like, oh my God, like, what is it gonna be like? I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist in Australia because it obviously does. I'm just saying that me personally, I haven't experienced it yet. I've said this before in a different video, but I found a job relatively easily. I got an apartment relatively easily. I didn't feel like I was being discriminated against. So yeah, like I haven't really experienced anything. I think it's important for me to say that I live in Melbourne CBD, loads of different types of people here. Although not many Black people here in Melbourne CBD. I have heard though that maybe different parts of Australia are more racist, like going up north to the Northern Territory or like in Queensland. If you are Black and thinking of coming to Australia, do not be put off. There is a Black community here, maybe not in the CBD, but in other parts of Melbourne there is. There are Black clubs, there's Black food, like there's hair shops, like you'll be fine. And I also want to say at the end here, like, I am not negating anyone's experience with racism in Australia. If you feel like there is, I believe you. Listen, I believe it. We all know the past. We all know the situation. Even me coming from the UK, that is basically a racist country. I can understand if Black and Indigenous people are saying Australia is racist. I believe you.
Why is Australia so flipping cold? Like, no one told me this. This has been a huge culture shock. Like, okay, so story time. I've been here for about a month now. So when I landed in Australia, not gonna lie, I didn't really research where I was going. I was just told by my agency that, look, this is a job, you're gonna be staying here, this is how much they're paying you. And I saw those dollar signs and I was like, hey, okay, I'll see you there. Didn't do much further research about the town I was gonna be staying in or anything like that. So when I landed, I was like, why is it cold? Like, I know you guys have winter, yeah, but I just assumed that, like, it just wouldn't be cold. I know that's really dumb, yeah, but whenever you hear about Australia, all you hear about is like the heat waves, the bushfires, the snakes, like the heat, the extreme heat, the droughts. No one ever told you that it's cold. I had to go buy a coat because I was so cold. Right now, my hands are freezing because it's cold. It is like 9 degrees Celsius, which is cold. So what the hell? I'm so shocked, guys.